Hello dear friends, today we are speaking about global marketing. This is 8th lesson in global marketing and my name is Professor Kakhaber Djakeli. So today we will speak about how brands behave themselves in different global markets. But before we start to speak about brands, I'm offering you some great wise person who can be very useful in your efforts to continue to be successful in different markets and to occupy new segments of the markets and to be all times brave. This is the main task, to be all times brave and to continue to make positive signals to your customers, to your partners, to your competitors, to your suppliers and everybody around the world and around your market. So, and round we are going to main wisdom of our humanity, what can be used in different ways, but I'm insisting you to try to use great aphorisms and great wisdom of Mahatma Gandhi, who was great Indian freedoms fighter, who defeated British imperialism and made India this great, huge, wonderful country, independent, and not only independent, spiritually free from colonialists. This is main thing what Mahatma Gandhi did. He made India spiritually independent from any kind of colonialists. So we know that this is very difficult. So Mr. Gandhi, who had wonderful education, who was a wonderful lawyer, he selected new way for himself and for his nation, and his wisdom can be shown in his wonderful aphorisms. And some of aphorisms are crucial for success in marketing. For example, when we start to occupy any kind of markets, what our rivals do, first they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, and finally they defeat it and you win. Please, all times think about this. And also some other aphorisms I want to tell you right now in the beginning of my class. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. What is main task of marketing if not to lose yourself in the service of others? Right now, please think about how to lose yourself in the service of others. Please think about strategies, tactics, steps to start to lose yourself in the service of others, and you will be wonderful person. Your company will be best. Your products will be right products for right people, and everything will be well, and financial support and financial any kind of sources will step by step fill the pocket of the company. So one more aphorism, please. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. This is also wonderful. So if you think that you die tomorrow, and learn not as you die sometimes or somewhere or sometimes. No, learn please and think that you are immortal. You are not dying at all. Learn like you live 1,000 years. 1,000 years you will serve people using what you learned, using what kind of type of wisdom you gathered. What people do right now, many people, they stop to learn, and in the beginning of 40s or in the beginning of 50s, some people, they say, what is the some kind of sense to learn more? What? So to defeat such kind of type of thinking, please use this aphorism: live if you were to die tomorrow, but learn as if you were to live forever. We will use also other aphorisms of great Mahatma Gandhi. But before we continue to speak about aphorisms of Mahatma Gandhi, let's speak about new product. What is the product at all? So the concept of marketing says that anything can be used as a product. Anything what can be exchanged against money, or something what looks like money. So anything what is interesting for people is product. Fresh air of Bakuriani is product. Bakuriani is wonderful resort, and this will be one of the best resorts around the world. So please remember my words. So fresh air of Bakuriani can be sold as a product. So fresh waters of some kind of spring in Caucasus can be used as a product. Some kind of pieces of stone or pieces of earth of Georgia, my country, yes, it can be used as a product. Even it can be branded as a brick of famous German wall in Berlin, what was divided to what was divided into two pieces. Wonderful, great country, Germany, in two different countries. This kind of wall, and the bricks of this wall, when this wall was destroyed, were sold. So these bricks, they became not only bricks, but they became like brands to recall the memory of Soviet invasion, dividing big country, motherland of Immanuel Kant, motherland of great German poets and writers and composers, into two pieces. So bricks of Berlin Wall or German Wall was product, and this product, some people, they have these bricks well maintained in some kind of vacuum packages in their shelves, so someone can buy, and I'm sure that many kind of things can turn into products. So please identify the way how new product ideas can be turned into real new products. First of all, we should know what people lack, what people don't have, what kind of markets they are not filled by interesting products. I'm saying interesting product, this is some kind of type of product what fully satisfies customers. So we should try to divide wishes of people and some kind of desires of people, and think about what kind of type of desire of people is not filled, is not satisfied by some kind of type of offering from any kind of domestic or foreign company. So if we use special matrix what divides markets into segments, and segments divides into different kind of social groups, and this kind of social groups are divided into clusters, and clusters are divided into desires and wishes of the people, and after that we try to understand, are all desires satisfied by offerings, by some kind of offerings on the market? If not, we are thinking how to do this. If we have some kind of real power, real intellectual, some kind of power to think about this kind of type of offering, we should continue our way of thinking, and I can offer you many different methods to establish new ideas. You know well brainstorming as a wonderful method, what use many kind of different tactics, American brainstorming, European brainstorming. You can establish also your type of brainstorming. And what is the main thing in brainstorming? Brain should be awakened. Brain should not sleep. Brain should be well actualized. And please recall for yourself one of the great guy who established the theory of self-actualization, and his name is Abraham Harold Maslow. So he was thinking about how to actualize the brain of the person. All times we should try to gather people whose brains can be well used and whose brains can be well actualized in the process of brainstorming. But what we see in real situation, we see that many people, they are gathered in some kind of halls, and moderator is asking questions and they are not answering well, and they don't want to answer well. Their brain sleeps in that kind of moment, and it's not brainstorming, my dear friends. Brainstorming means that this should be storm. This should be some kind of great invasion on the brain, and we should try to make all brains to be well used and to be awakened and to be involved in the process of very dynamic development of idea. This is main thing. So we should identify new product ideas through many kind of methods. I'm saying that one method is brainstorming. There are many different methods. So one method is entitled as 6-3-5. That means that 6 people divided into 3 different groups in all 5 minutes should establish one kind of type of new idea or one kind of type of solution of some kind of question, some kind of problems what were identified through marketing research, and this marketing research is also crucial. That means that before identifying new ideas and before identifying new type of products, we should do marketing research. And marketing research is very professional activity, and this professional activity is done by professional marketing researchers. But simply to do marketing research, you should take one kind of segment of the market, divide this segment into sub-segments. Sub-segments divide into demographic or geographic or some kind of other subgroups, and divide this group into desires, wishes, and some kind of demands, and think about, are these kind of desires, wishes, and demands satisfied by any kind of offerings? And if not, so after that you think how to do this, how to satisfy this kind of type of desires and this kind of type of offerings. I am really suggesting this method. This method is entitled as a method of desire, wish, and demand matrix. This method can be used well even in political situation, in political competition. Political parties should divide their markets into this kind of sub-segments and try to think about, are all kind of type of desires satisfied by rival political unions or rival political alliances and so on. If something is not invented, but we understand that people, they desire this, so we should think about how to invent this. Even we understand that so Steve Jobs, he somehow guessed that people wanted this new type of phone, and to typewrite on the phone, he wanted to make people to be little surprised, to be little more comfortable, or to be well comfortable, not to use special typewriting, but to type on the mirror, on the some kind of glass or mirror of the face of iPhone or of the face of some kind of telephone. So when we touch, and this touch is already typing some kind of name or number, we are very comfortable in that kind of situation, and we feel much energy, much emotion. Some dreams, they came true. So some dreams, they are already real. What we were thinking in our subconscious already became true. So you should also think about how to turn people's subconscious dreams and emotions into real things. That means that even you should be so close to your prospective customers that you should know their subconscious. You should know their subconscious emotions, subconscious thinking, and finally use all these things together. So in this kind of way you will be innovative, and this is innovative type of new product development. What is needed? Some products, they think that some product managers or some product like masters, they think about adaptation of new product for real use on the market. But many masters of new development, they think to be totally innovative. This totally innovative product, they do great job. They establish new segments of the market, and they are so first pioneers in these new markets, and they so try to establish one wonderful financial situation for their company, and their revenues are great. Their profits are 10 times more than profit of followers what follow them after some period. These followers, they are also companies what start to follow them after 1 year, 2 years. They like understand that this is not only innovation, but this is already new beginning. This is a new beginning of some kind of biggest flow, biggest market, and biggest some kind of desire satisfied by companies, innovative companies. So product adaptation, communication extension, it's a wonderful marketing word. What is not possible to well understand if you don't read special marketing books. But in these kind of things we understand that for example, if we think about adaptation, if we think about how products can be adapt to the desires of the consumers, we understand what kind of type of communication is needed to make our customers to understand our new ideas really well. So there are many different strategies, and these strategies of new product development, they are well used by innovative corporations. So, but what is the main thing? What is main idea? All innovative products should be as simple as possible, but not more. That means that all innovative products should be well understood by final customers. What is very interesting that Maslow's hierarchy of needs can be differentiated, and this is also wisdom of global marketing. In Europe, in Western countries, you know well that Maslow pyramid is divided into 5 stages, and the first stage, this is biological needs. After that comes safety. After that comes social needs, what is third stage already. And after third stage comes fourth stage, what is some kind of external and internal esteem, self-esteem of the people. And the final pike of the pyramid, this is self-actualization. But in Asian markets, if you think to go to Asian markets, this pyramid has also 5 stages, but the first stage, this is psychological needs of the people. We should understand well this psychological needs. This is combination of some kind of biological needs of people to their culture, to their tradition, to their family, to their orientation, to their partnership, to their understanding, all kind of things, what they have in them. So, in Asian markets, why they are more difficult? Because Asian civilization is 10 times older than European civilization, and that means that to go and understand well Asian civilization, you should have this kind of 10 times older some kind of understanding. So 10 times greater understanding of some kind of things in Asian people and Asian market. So psychological things in Asia, they are more difficult and complicated, and after that comes also safety. But in Asian understanding, safety is little different than in European or Western understanding. What does mean this safety? So Asian people, they are more collectivist or organized societies. They are less individualistic. They are more like full of collective thinking. That means that this should be taken in this kind of type of stages. So safety to Asian people are really different. So affiliation, this is a wonderful thing. Affiliation, social some kind of desires what European people can have or what Western society can have is replaced by affiliation. Asian people, they want to be affiliated. So this affiliation makes them to do some kind of things. For example, this is wonderful case that whiskey in India was used by business people, even who hated whiskey, even who did not like whiskey at all, but because they were business people, they wanted to drink whiskey, to go to special clubs, and whiskey can be drunk well in this kind of clubs, to be well affiliated to this kind of society, what is also like a member of this club. So this club attracted a lot of people, and this attraction made Indian businessmen to drink whiskey in clubs and also beside clubs. So this is affiliation. People do something not because they love, not because they appreciate, not because they like this. No, they want to be affiliated and they go to this kind of way. So admiration is not in Europe at all. Admiration is not in Western societies at all, but in Asian Maslow pyramid of the needs, you can find in 4th stage this kind of idea about admiration. So someone wants to be admired. Someone wants to be admired, and this feeling is also something what should be taken into consideration. When you enter Asian markets, you should know that admiration is very, very important, and we know a lot of cases about this. Why some companies they are successful in China's market and other companies they are not successful in China's market. They don't understand this admiration at all. So to understand fully this admiration, you can be very successful in China market, and China market especially was lost by a huge American company eBay, and was well used and well developed by other companies who well understood this kind of diversity of China and some kind of pivotal things of China. At the end, in peak of the pyramid, where we had self-actualization in Western societies, and Western societies they like to be to start new life, to start new thing. This was self-actualization. So if you are already big businessman or big some kind of great hero of your society, you think what to start, what kind of new things to start, what kind of new things to do, because you think that everything is so well understood by you and you should start new life. And you think new self-actualization, what can bring you to real, great, nice, wonderful things. But in Asian market, the peak of the Maslow pyramid of needs can be status. You want status. You want a real, great admiration. What is linked to the status? And this is wonderful. This is wonderful. I don't think that all markets should be very similar to each other. I don't think that people should be very similar to each other. I don't think that McDonald's should open some branches in any kind of islands of Pacific Ocean. No, in Pacific Ocean islands, people should eat something what is traditional for them, and tourists coming there also they should understand that it's traditional, and this traditional they should taste. So when we speak about global brand development, we have this kind of special 6 stages. And these 6 stages, they are very crucial for success. The first one, this is create a compelling value proposition beginning with the home country market. So you start in your home country. The second is think about all elements of brand identity and select names, marks, and symbols that have the potential for globalization. The third one is develop a company-wide communication system to share and leverage knowledge and information about marketing programs and customers in different markets. And fourth one, this is develop a consistent planning process across markets and products. Make a process template available to managers in all markets. And the fifth one, this is assign specific responsibility for managing branding issues to ensure local brand managers accept global best practices. And the sixth one, execute brand building strategies that leverage global strengths and make customers to respond to relevant signals what are spread by brands and brand managers. So when we speak about global brands, they have wonderful, interesting things inside. This is, for example, global packaging. eco packaging. Right now, eco packaging, ecological packaging, this is very popular. So this ecological packaging, this is a wonderful bridge to heart of our customers. And if I speak about heart of our customers, I want once again to use the aphorisms of Mahatma Gandhi. When I admire the wonders of a sunset or the beauty of the moon, my soul expands in the worship of the Creator. So the weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong people. It's health that is real wealth, and not pieces of gold and silver. This was said by Mahatma Gandhi. So this is real wealth, this is health. A nation's culture resides in the hearts and in the soul of its people. So these aphorisms we need right now, this is crucial for our understanding, to go to other nation, to open the door of other nation. You understand that this nation has huge, deep culture. And this nation's culture resides in the hearts of the people and in the spirit of the people, in the soul of the people. How you can not take this culture, even small nation's culture, into consideration when you are going to occupy some segment globally. So you must not lose faith in humanity. Humanity is an ocean. If a few drops of the ocean are dirty, the ocean doesn't become dirty. So we should know this well. You must be the change you wish to see in the world. You should be example of this change yourself. And A for an A only ends up making the whole world blind. That means that this very terrible old aphorism, what was terminated by Jesus Christ. And what Jesus Christ said we know well, but before Jesus Christ, this was A for A. This A for Mahatma Gandhi is wrong. A for A can make the whole world blind. So not to be blind, my dear friends, and to be successful, and to do great global labeling, to think about aesthetics of different cultures. We know that, for example, Domino Pizza in France using different cheese than Domino Pizza use cheese in other countries. For example, in the United States, Domino Pizza is using some kind of type of normal American cheese. But in France, their toppings are different. They use more cottage cheese and some other kind of toppings, some other kinds of ingredients, because French people, they think that they are gourmands of the food, they are gourmands of the eating process. So why not to take this kind of type of aesthetics and traditional some kind of attitude to the food by the company? And in that kind of situation, Domino Pizza is really wonderful. Their campaigns made them to reoccupy their markets once again. So basic brand concept we know well. Bundle of images and experiences in the customer's mind, a promise made by a particular company about a particular product, a quality certification, differentiation between competing products, and the sum of impressions about a brand is the brand image. What about brand equity? The total value that acquires to a product as a result of investments in the marketing of the brand. And brand equity benefits, we know that greater loyalty from people can be so motivated by higher brand equity, less vulnerability to marketing actions, less vulnerability to marketing crises, larger margins, more inelastic demand, more elastic consumer response to price decreases. If we decrease price, if we increase little price according some kind of situation, demand is not elastic. It's very good for us. So when we do global brandings, all times we are thinking about promises, and promises they are put into main slogans of the company. BMW says ultimate driving machine. General Electric says imagination at work. Visa says life takes Visa. Harley Davidson says so American hero. So wonderful thing. What is also put into great initiatives of wise men, and wise men's initiatives and wise men's ideas can be used in any time. We follow to that way right now. So action expresses priorities. So that means that you should not be blind, you should not be like satisfied by your market, what you have right now. You should try to expand the markets, and you should go to new markets. And a man is but the product of the thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. That means that think big, go big. If you think well, if you are brave, if you think in right way, you will do great things in your action. So do actions all times. The real ornament of ladies is her character, her purity. This real ornament of all great ladies is their character, their purity. So all times we should think about gender of the product and gender of the brand. We know that American cars, they were too masculine in the period of 50s or 60s. After that, they became little changed. French cars in period of 40s, 60s, 70s, they were very feminine. Right now we have some kind of universal understanding. We can use different kind of ways what can be turned into concepts and put these concepts into industrial design of our new product. And industrial design is something what can open our new markets and make our customers to understand their spiritual satisfaction, to feel aesthetics of our products. So it may be possible to gild poor gold, but who can make his mother more beautiful? This was a wonderful idea of Mahatma Gandhi. The greatness of a nation can be judged by the way its animals are treated. So it's wonderful. By this aphorism, I want to finish my presentation today. Mr. Gandhi was genial person. He all times was saying to the people to care their animals, like people care people. So, and once again, I want to repeat this aphorism: the greatness of a nation can be judged by the way its animals are treated. So, and I cannot stop myself not to say wonderful idea of Mahatma Gandhi. It's about poverty, and this poverty is all times great problem for marketers, because marketers, they want rich markets, they want rich people, because rich people, they choose a lot of different products and different services, and they utilize well a lot of things together. And when people are rich, they have hedonistic consumption. When people are very poor, when they are in poverty, they have only utilizing type of consumption. So, and Mahatma Gandhi said, poverty is the worst form of violence. So I want once again to send this signal to you and to governments of all countries not to continue this violence anymore, to make their people rich, and to terminate poverty in their countries, in their segments, in their markets where they are responsible. And we marketers, we will do great things, because marketing makes harmony, marketing makes light where it was shadow, marketing brings new ideas, marketing brings new things, and marketing is very aesthetical. Aesthetics is one of the principle of marketing. And finally, we can say that if marketing thinks about mutual understanding and win-to-win situation between customer and supplier, that means that marketing is bridge what tries to increase happiness of both sides, the side of customer and the side of manufacturer. So thank you very much for today. This was my class, 9th lesson in global marketing, and this ninth lesson was about branding. And so I want to wish you wonderful time and great weekend. Bye.